Welcome back to Tag Team Talk, and this is our fifth episode, and we are almost to WrestleMania, just a couple days away, and we're stoked. They got some good matches on the card. Unfortunately, kind of a lackluster build into it, but it is what it is. There was some good build in the previous week, so a lot to be excited about going into WrestleMania. With me is Justin, co-host here, and host and co-host. We're both host co-hosts. As well as over on Unstable. If you're a Colts fan, head over there, hit the buttons, you know what to do. This AFC South show, I believe we're doing an episode tonight as well. So go over to the Curtis Podcast Network, the little orange symbol up there on the top right above Justin. Go over there, show some love, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. How are you doing, brother?
Hey, doing pretty good. I'm just happy to be back here with my tag team partner.
Yes,
ready
sir.
to hype up, get ready for WrestleMania night 1 and night 2. We got some quality matches, I think. You already led off with, some lackluster build-up in these past couple of weeks shows. So we won't spend a lot of time on that, hopefully, and we'll get looking forward to WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think it'll be a lot more fun. I mean, this is our first episode that we've done leading up to any PLE. And it's the big one. It's the grandest stage of them all. It's WrestleMania 41, and it's finally here. We kind of picked this up right after Elimination Chamber and just kind of running with it since. We've had a name thief come on. We saw his pod. It is what it is. When you create something good, people are going to steal it. But yeah, just going to
they're trying to be like us, man. They want to copy the tag team champs and they can't.
Tag Team Talk. Yeah, that's us.
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here. But I mean, there was a couple of good promos, but for the most part, I mean, they were saying John Cena was already in Las Vegas. Like the stuff that we really care about. I feel like they've been kind of beating the dead horse with that triple threat with Roman Reigns. I'm not saying that I'm not looking forward to the CM Punk Reigns match, but there really wasn't any need for that promo because they've already done it. Like they were already in the ring. We've already established just like a rerun. I think Gunther laid down a really good promo. I think Jay's was not quite as good, but still decent.
Yeah.
We can just hover the matches that happen. I don't know. Even Bleacher Report said that they were at least SmackDown was just a filler episode. If last SmackDown didn't happen, it really wouldn't have mattered. It didn't do anything that like all the storylines are established. Everything's already there. It's just meh.
I think they're just they don't really know what to do right now, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but like they're focusing on WrestleMania because, now we've got two nights to fill. So, which is great because we get more matches instead of being like, oh, okay, well, I would like to see this storyline at WrestleMania. Now we've got way more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's this year? Like 8 matches per night or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah, there's quite a few.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I mean, 7 to 8 matches per night. That's pretty good. That used to be the whole WrestleMania.
The last few cards for the PLEs have been like 5 or 6 matches, something like that. So they're doing like an event and a half both nights. So it's like that. And I understand that you don't want to go big in that last week build up to WrestleMania. Like, you don't want someone getting hurt, whatever, fuck up the card. So I get it. But I still think Cena should have been out there talking some shit in one of these episodes. At least like a live via satellite kind of thing. Like he talks so much shit to The Rock for doing it. I thought it would be hilarious if he went and did it, but
like I'm in Vegas training training. Where you at? Stuff like that. Just you ain't gonna tell me that John Cena won't take 5 minutes out of his day to better the brand.
Yeah. I think that's kind of a miss.
Even if it's a phone, bro. Like everybody's got a phone in their hand. Just record a little selfie video.
You made us listen to like a laptop for 3 months as the anonymous GM. I think you get him on the phone for a few minutes. You have Kevin Owens in the car cutting promos.
I think everybody would like to forget the laptop GM.
Oh, so bad. And then it like led to nothing. Like that was the worst. Like it led to
payoff.
Nothing. No payoff. No big reveal of who it was. I feel like they were just
WCW, when they did the
someone
whole like powers that be situation, they had Vince Russo come out and he's the powers that be, like at least they paid that off. But bro, you didn't have anybody like you could have had anybody, just some pencil neck geek just back there, just like I hacked the raw computer or something, and but you didn't even pay that off. But
even like it was Hornswoggle, like just something stupid to piss off Vince. I don't know.
Yeah, like something, whatever, man. Like
nothing.
Oh well.
But
we got some good stuff to talk about though, as far as upcoming WrestleMania. What do you think? Should we kind of go through SmackDown and Raw a little bit?
We'll just run down it, and then I think we'll hit. I want to focus more on WrestleMania. It's a much bigger deal than these last SmackDowns and Raws.
Hey, that's where all roads are leading to WrestleMania.
And predictions,
baby.
Man. We can definitely do predictions. And there's tag team matches, so maybe we can even go over like who's our top tag teams, shit like that. Which obviously you, the people watching, all 9 of you, definitely get in the comments.
Once they realize we're out there, because we're not out there paying for subscribers like somebody.
We're not getting bots.
Yeah, we're not getting bots. We want raw, real viewers to interact with. Yeah.
So definitely drop a comment. Let us know we're going to talk top tag teams. Talk your predictions. Who you think is going to win? Let us know, man. We'll put you in the episode. So the show started off again. Nick Aldis, Randy Orton, Orton basically telling him, "Hey, I paid you for a second one," and Aldis, "I don't care about the money. I want your respect." And we all know how that goes. And
Aldis was looking a little like he wanted a little piece of Randy, didn't he?
Yeah.
But
in return,
people can't forget. People can't forget Nick Aldis was a dude, man. Like when he was with TNA, and then he was with NWA,
and
married.
Orton took a little under the belt shot at Aldis too. Yeah, he took that Mickey James shot, and I think that's kind of what got Aldis a little bit off script.
Hey, people been getting personal here lately. They see they can get away with it, so like, all right, I'm gonna go off script and get a little personal.
Yeah, and that led to Tama Tonga, Solo Sikoa. Orton mocking Tama Tonga. Yeah. It was pretty funny. Like, it was a funny opening segment, which, as we all know, would lead to a 2-on, a tag team match.
A tag team match, player.
Mm-hmm. Can you dig it, sucker? I'm sorry, Booker is wilding on NXT. I mean, I know y'all have noticed. I mean, I don't watch a lot of NXT. I see the reels, and it's nothing but just.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there, Sean? we know what you're doing on NXT, Sean. You get it, Sean.
Yeah.
But NXT's
Booker's
having a blast over there.
Their big one, stand and deliver. So for Friday night after the Hall of Fame ceremony, their NXT's having their stand and deliver PLE. So that should be interesting to see some of this new talent coming in. That maybe we might see 1 or 2 on Raw after WrestleMania, so that's always a big one.
Big draft day, baby. Speaking of draft, I got to throw this out there. We are going live on this AFC South show for football. If you're a football fan, we'll at least go live night 1. I don't know if we'll do like unstable live night 2. I don't know.
I will. Yeah. On Kingmaker Sports on YouTube at Kingmaker_DFF, I will be live for night 2. I won't be able to make it with you guys night 1 because my daughter's got back-to-back doubleheader softball games. So, but yeah. So I'm gonna try. Actually, I was telling Curtis the powers that be, that I was gonna try and hop on like when I'm on the field or whatever, just try and do like a low reaction or whatever when the Colts make their pick.
Tyler Warren, and then like hop off.
Yeah, like okay, I knew that was gonna come. All right. But yeah, y'all head into that one
for sure. Now, since we got on the topic of drafts, I don't know when WWE's is, but it's got to be soon. Which I hope they actually make it have a point. Anyway, the whole Bayley Valkyria. I mean, I like Valkyria. I'm not the biggest fan of Bayley, but this is very predictable. This gauntlet, you kind of knew which way it was going to go, and of course they won. So they sealed there for the tag team in WrestleMania. It was pretty. They didn't need to go through a gauntlet match to do that,
No, man.
You already knew.
Because you got another opportunity to push B-Fab and Me Chin. It's like, come on, man. Like, we know they're not going to win. Don't even waste their time. Just to give them TV time, I get it, but like
filler. There was Ray Phoenix and Berto. I mean, Ray Phoenix looks good, but the match itself,
yeah,
it's just pointless. Again, it was filler. Yeah. Zelina Vega, they're doing Chelsea Green wrong.
Chelsea Green was a stud on the Indies, man. Like, she's really good as a character. Like, she plays that character very well.
Yeah, and if you remember her,
I don't think they need her with the Secret Herberts. They're kind of making her seem weak. Where she needs Piper Niven and she doesn't need them.
Like
they need to reimagine her.
What really needed to happen is Piper sooner turning on Chelsea and that being a match for her, like to kind of toughen her up against Piper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've been pushing Piper as this powerhouse. That would have been a good way to make her look stronger. Instead, like you said, she's hiding behind bodyguards.
Yeah, which I get it. That's the creepy heel thing to do. I get, but
like Zelina Vega, just I mean, she's like 4 feet tall. I know you suspend belief. I get it, but
I mean, she does good work. Like her in-ring work is really good.
Not bad. It's just not belief.
Yeah, I mean, her and her husband. I'm a fan of both her and her husband, Aleister Black, or he wrestled as Aleister Black in WWE, but she does good work. But they're just not using her right.
Yeah. And then they had Stratton versus Roxana Perez, and I don't really like what they're doing with Roxana Perez either. Like,
I didn't feel like this match needed to happen.
It didn't, and it's kind of like
why are you putting Stratton in a match a week before WrestleMania against
that? Yeah,
somebody she doesn't need to be against. Like, if you're trying to put Roxanne Perez over, put her against somebody like a B-Fab or something, or Me Chin. Right, exactly. Like, I get it. Losing to the champ isn't bad, but losing when you're trying to push a star, that's bad. Have her go over somebody like a Me Chin or a B-Fab who's still like, I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know. Sorry. But
yeah, and then they have the Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Randy Orton, LA Knight. Again, this was just, I don't know what they're going to do with Orton. I don't think he has a match yet at Mania, if I'm not mistaken.
Not yet.
So I'm assuming,
like a addition, yeah.
I'm assuming like tomorrow night there'll be some addition. I guarantee, because they always have like some segments in between matches. Like, I feel like there'll be something with Orton, and Kevin Owens was full of shit. I feel like there'll be something to get Orton a spot.
They're going to catch Kevin Owens in like a secret video or something.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be. You don't leave Orton out of the WrestleMania card. You just don't.
No, so not on purpose.
Like maybe tomorrow there'll be something for him.
Yeah,
we'll see. But yeah, I'm sure there were promos in between that were missing, but it was just for the most part a very, very lackluster SmackDown, which kind of disappointing going into Mania, but I get it. Monday Night Raw, I think, was what, Luca? Jesus Christ! Oh no, put it down. I'll fix it later. Sorry.
Yeah. No, Monday Night Raw opened up with Gunther talking with Cole, with Michael Cole, just talking about everything.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was a decent promo. It just really wasn't It was supposed to be like an interview, and it really just turned into a promo, like him just talking to the camera.
Yeah,
ranting and raving, angry. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot to get excited about on Raw either.
I'm just not. I don't like what they're doing with Gunther. Like, he's already beaten Jey Uso 3 times. He beat the hell out of his brother. Like, there's just really nothing here for me to believe that the storyline of like Gunther is afraid of Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Like, it's like. And I'm sorry, Jay, like, he's over with the crowd. He has a fun entrance. But at the same time, he put on like one of the worst WrestleMania matches in history. Like, him and his brother, that was not a good match.
No. And I'm an Usos fan. Like, I think the Usos are one of the best tag team we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And you're right though. But I don't know if Jey Uso is like champion material.
I don't know if he's like ready, because Gunther is an in-ring technician, and to have, I feel like this is going to be like a Sami Zayn, like one last surge, and it just happens to get him over the top, kind of a luck thing, because that's basically what Sami did against Gunther when he won the, what was it, Intercontinental title. And that's not really what should be happening with the World Heavyweight. I don't know.
No, I'm sorry, man. Jey Uso's over, but you don't put the strap on him.
Yeah.
He's just not there yet. I'm sorry. Not when you've got talent. I get it, Punk, Reigns. I mean, maybe you put him in a tweener position where he's holding the strap for the next guy because he's easy to beat. Which I get, he's over with the fans, we have our moment, and he's just the placeholder for.
I don't think that's main
Punk
event
to be world champion or something,
Yeah, I don't think that's who you put in, one of the main matches to win a world heavyweight at WrestleMania.
Bro, no, definitely not WrestleMania.
I feel like that's where they're going with this.
Backlash thing or something.
Yeah, I feel like this is where they're going with it, though.
I mean, the Jey Uso fans are going to be happy because my money says they're going to put Jey Uso over and put the strap on him.
He's happy with Cody Rhodes, and he's had some good matches. Don't get me wrong, but just overall, just that entertainment thing, nothing really lit up the stadium and whatever. Roman Reigns' appearance were few and far between, but when that music hit and they come out, and it's just kind of that goosebump feeling, that rock dumb shit that he does. But it's when they do it was impactful and meaningful. It's every fucking week we hear the Cody Rhodes song every single time. I get the workhorse champion that he's trying to be, but it's also ran its course. And 100%. And I do think Roman Reigns' title run had run its course too. I understand it, but I don't think Cody Rhodes should have held it this long.
It served its purpose. Because Cody, at this point, Cody doesn't need the strap anymore. He doesn't. Just the same way, Roman didn't need it at a certain point.
Yeah.
Some people have, what's the word I'm looking? They have evolved past needing to be champion. And I think they are it.
Yeah. Roman Reigns doesn't need a championship to have an interesting storyline. They've kind of proved that with the whole Bloodline feud. None of them had a strap. But it was still the storyline
after Vince tried to push him down your throats, and then now they've got Roman where they want him. So don't mess that up. Let the fans enjoy it, and then just go to somebody else. You got Braun Breaker coming up.
Yeah.
Who's to say Braun Breaker could beat Jey Uso?
Yeah.
So
yeah, but they got directions they can take this.
Yeah.
Bailey, Liv Morgan, pointless match.
Pointless. You don't need to have them fight each other before their tag team match at WrestleMania.
Rey Mysterio, Julius Creed. I like the talent with Julius Creed. I like the Creed brothers. I think they're good.
They're very, very talented, yeah.
Again, another filler match that didn't really have anything to do with anything. It was just, let's get them out on the card. I think this one was
just to promote El Grande Americano, that match. You know what I mean?
Isn't Chad Gable.
Right.
I think it would be
bro, we don't know who that is. We have no clue who El Grande Americano is.
Dude, if they pulled that swerve where Chad Gable and then El Grande Americano is there, and it's someone that would be or Rey Mysterio demasks him in the match, and it's really not Gable. That would be the ultimate pivot.
Yes.
Holy shit, it wasn't Gable.
Yep. Even though we know who it is. But what if?
But if they did it, that would be some good stuff.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. I would toast to Trips right there. I would hold my drink up and cheers to Triple H right there if he wrote that, and it was somebody else.
Yeah, and then we get to your boy Karrion Kross and AJ Styles. They're not. I agree with you. They're not using Karrion Kross right.
No. His best work with WWE was when he was doing that post-apocalyptic kind of what is it, kneel and pray or bow and pray or something like that, where they come out with the black and white NWO style, and then Scarlett would come out and she'd be this, I don't know, not witch doctor, but I don't know what they were calling her, but anyways, I think that was the best right there when he had AOP in his little stable. You could have built him as the head of a powerful stable with AOP for sure.
And then, of course, you had to have Jey Uso come out and run his mouth. And, he claimed that the ring general, Gunther, is afraid of him and whatever, and he's going to get him and, whatever. And threaten to whoop his ass at WrestleMania. And it's like, you can't really wrestle.
Yeah, you need to stop making threats and keep training, my guy.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You get the fans all hyped up. That's awesome. But, bro, right now, the real ones are having a hard time believing that you can beat Gunther.
Yeah.
You need to give the real ones some, like,
I think he needs
fuel to argue in your favor.
I don't want to say that I want to see Jey Uso go toe-to-toe, like, and actually, like, out-wrestle Gunther.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see some different moves. Like, he's got a kick, Samoan drop, and a splash.
Yeah. Which those are not powerful moves. Like, not ever since they killed Sweet Chin Music. So when the Young Bucks started doing super kick parties and the Usos started doing super kick parties, it's like you took all the validity of a super kick out. Yeah. Like, it's gone. It used to be a quality finishing move. Like when Shawn Michaels Sweet Chin Music, band,
like that was game over.
You knew it's over. Exactly. Now it's like, okay, you can get super kicked 15 times and you're fine.
Like, and you're still standing.
Right back up. Yeah, you're still standing. Right back up. Right.
Like, and that's my issue with it that they've done with finishers. It's like finishers aren't finishers anymore. Like if they hit a finisher, 9 times out of 10, you're down for the 3. And then it's like they might kick out of it. And then
that's why they call it the finisher.
Get hit with another finisher, and that's it. Like there wasn't like a lot of rebounding unless if you're like Undertaker.
Right.
To rebound.
Like there were certain moves that you did not kick out of. It was a tombstone pile driver and an F5. You didn't kick out of that stuff. Now everybody knows the F, what used to be called the FU, right? And then it got turned to the AA. Like everybody, that's a weak ass move. Everybody knows that. Like Samoan drop, it's a weak ass move. Everybody knows that. But okay, that was his finishing move. Well, and it was done.
I liked it when he comboed his what was it, attitude adjust or FU into the STFU
and STFU.
Yeah, like when he combined the two, it was like okay, it was a little bit more. But yeah, just the like. They just land gently on their back.
Your body going from here to here, like like I get. It would probably hurt me. I get it, but a trained professional. Like, and we know you're trained professionals. It's not like, it's
do nothing.
Joe the plumber that he's just, putting in the FU or AA or whatever. Like, these are trained professionals. And it's like, we know that stuff don't hurt you that bad.
Yeah. And then, again, I hope that they're doing something good with Finn Balor. I hope he does bring something out new at WrestleMania. I really hope that he kind of screws Dirty Dom in that WrestleMania match. I kind of hope he does. Like, it'd be nice to see Finn Balor pin Dominic
Bro,
to get the title.
I think you're spot on with that. I think that's exactly where it's going to go. And that's when Finn Balor says, I'm done with Judgment Day. Mm-hmm. Like, you guys do whatever you want. I'm done.
Because bring back out the demon, Finn Balor. Yeah.
Finn Balor's so strong as one, a character, and two, as a worker, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude is so good in the ring. Yeah. Like, him and Penta, if it was just him and Penta having their own like rivalry feud storyline, that would be awesome because they can do some of the best work together.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And the match got, Balor defeated Penta because of disqualification, the Judgment Day thing. I don't know. I'm over that thing. You can tell that they're kind of Splitsville already. Like Liv Morgan and Raquel think they're the boss. And Finn Balor doesn't really want anything to do with any of them. You could just see where this is going. And
I think having Raquel in there is like giving her some validity because they were wanting to push her as another powerhouse, but Rhea kind of took that spotlight and rolled with it, as being the new face powerhouse. They tried with Piper Niven, it didn't really work. That's why she's with Chelsea Green.
Yeah,
I think this is just a temporary thing for Raquel, because she needed that polish, and working with somebody experienced like Liv can teach her how to have a little attitude on the mic and carry yourself, and then she's getting the screen time with Judgment Day. So I think this has been very good on WWE's part for putting her with Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Because now when they actually do decide to make her own entity, then I think she can come out and do pretty well.
Yeah. And the show could have ended there with the Finn Balor Penta match.
Yeah.
But then they just kind of, decided to drill it in one more time. That triple threat match with Roman, Punk, and Rollins. And Rollins was kind of in Shield gear, kind of in, kind of wearing his wife's clothes, but more Shieldy. I don't know. But yeah, the night ended with he took advantage of the fight between Punk and Roman. Seth got the stomp on Punk. None of this really needed to happen. It was kind of unnecessary. It was another repeat. We've seen it before.
Mm-hmm. This close to Mania, there's no reason for these guys to be putting hands on each other.
I mean, the best part of it was when you thought that Seth Rollins was kind of getting in Roman Reigns' head. And, like, Paul Heyman's a scumbag, and he doesn't ever have to honor anything. Well, why is he choosing to honor that favor? Like, it's a choice that he's made. Why is that, Roman? And you'd think that Roman's finally, like, coming. Because I was predicting maybe we'll get a little Shield thing. Maybe Roman gets afraid. Maybe we see Brock Lesnar because he's a Heyman guy. Like, but kind of after all that, like, that kind of, I feel like how it ended kind of put all that to bed. Like, it's just, now they're turning it into a fight for the future of the company. And it's like, I've never liked Punk. I love him on the mic. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's a great talker, great,
awesome
whatever. Yeah. But just in the ring, it's just never been anything there where I'm like blown away by this dude. And Roman Reigns, powerhouse. That's kind of how he's always been built. And Seth Rollins is kind of the manipulator.
Yeah.
But it's like they've all been around a really long time. Like, none of you are the future of the WWE.
No. I mean, so Seth had his run where he was on top and he was white hot. Yeah. Roman had his run where he was white hot, which he's still loved by the fans. Seth is still loved by the fans. CM Punk still loved by the fans. But neither one of these guys are the long-term answer. Mm-hmm. Like, if it was like for the future or whatever, like, then you're looking at younger guys like Braun Breaker. You know, you're looking at guys like that. Yeah. Not some almost 40-year-olds. And
that's another issue where I'm having with Cody Rhodes. Like, he's had to reinvent his character. He's been around a long time.
Yeah, people don't realize that he has.
Like, he's been around a long time. I mean, he was gone for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, he's also getting up there. Yeah. And he's also not the future of the business. Like,
no, he's right now, but he's not like tomorrow. And when I say tomorrow, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, tomorrow is in like 5 years.
We're talking like in 5-10 years. Like, he's
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Unless not everybody's Ric Flair who's going to go until they're 173.
Man, yeah. Hey, Rick shouldn't have done what he did his past 10 years. He shouldn't have done it. Evolution should have been it.
Rough. Yeah.
When he was done with Evolution, that should have been it.
He was 80 then.
Yeah. Like, y'all are mean for making this man out here.
He was like that. Oh God, what was her name?
This dude got an AARP card getting in the dang arenas every day.
What was her freaking name? The one that always like went through tables and shit.
Mae Young?
Mae Young. He's like the male Mae Young. Like, just
that's messed up.
Like, the way that they treated that lady. Oh, I know she wanted to do it. She was a part of it, but like, come on, dude. Beating up a like great grandma.
Yeah. You say, May, no, we appreciate, we love you, but no.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have you have birth to have a little intercourse with Mark Henry.
Yeah. So we hovered it. Let's get into WrestleMania, man.
Let's do it, man.
Like, we got SmackDown tomorrow. We know it's gonna be another filler leading up to WrestleMania. Which is why we kind of did this one as late as we're doing it. We usually do it Tuesday to kind of sum up, but we wanted to hold off a little bit because we're 2 days away from WrestleMania. That's why we did it. But yeah, man, so we got night one, and I guess kicking the show off would be Cargill and Naomi. I think.
I mean, how to
I think.
No, I think they got it set as main events on top.
No, that's what I'm saying. Night one match card at the bottom. They have Jade Cargill and versus Naomi.
Rey Mysterio, Grande Americano.
This one has it back like the other way. Either way, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Well, we'll just go out of order. It don't matter. We'll just talk about all of it. We'll just go night one and then night two.
Yeah. I mean, the one that I'm looking at has Jade Cargill and Naomi first.
Okay.
I'm not
All
saying
right.
that
Let's do that one.
it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued by the storyline. Like I'm glad that Naomi dropped the glow. I was long since over that shit. So I'm
That
kind
was
of
weak.
glad it was bad.
Yeah.
And it was very cringe. Like I feel like that's a very overused word, but holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she needed to solidify something more serious, I think, to go up against someone like Jade Cargill. So that persona change and everything, it made sense for this.
Right. Right. It did. And with the whole caution tape and all that kind of stuff like that. Like I get it going dark, she's all mad and everything like that. Like, okay, cool. I can get behind it. But I think what we're gonna see is we're gonna see Jade Cargill finally step up as far as moves list,
God,
skill
I hope she
wise,
doesn't look clunky.
because I mean, but let's not forget Jade Cargill's a powerhouse. Like
Yeah.
that's her thing. Is she's a powerhouse. She's got the muscles, the physique, all that stuff. But Naomi, super athletic. Even still with she's probably put on like 10 pounds, but still it still looks good. She still looks athletic when she moves. I think this is going to be a good match. I think everybody's going to be very happy with this. This is going to be Jay Cargill and Naomi. They've had plenty of time to prep this, and I'm hoping that's what they've been doing in Vegas the past year or so. I have high hopes for this. I really do. I'm a Jay Cargill fan.
Yeah.
So, and shout out Jay Cargill. I know it's a little off topic, but shout out to Jay Cargill and her husband Brandon Phillips, the MLB. They are the owners of the Texas Smoke professional softball team, and a lot of professional softball for young women out there. Thank you, Jay Cargill, Brandon Phillips, for giving players like my daughter a dream to where they can go in the future with their softball careers. So shout out Jay Cargill and Brandon Phillips for that.
Right on. That's pretty cool. I did not know that.
Yeah. There's a bunch of professional softball leagues popping up. It's getting very, very popular. So now, like, college isn't the end. Now you can actually pursue a professional career just like baseball. So nice. I think it's really awesome. And Brandon Phillips being an MLB player, man, I think that's cool. More MLB players should be doing. Like, he owns this franchise. Like, more MLB players. If you can get the ground level professional softball, you can get in cheap, and then when it blows up, boom, you're already in there.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, I think it's a big good match.
Oh yeah. And then you get the kind of the gimmick match, the Rey Mysterio El Grande Americano match. I think this will be a fun match. I do think that Rey Mysterio is probably gonna win this. Well, unless like American Made get involved, I do hope there's a demasking here. I don't think this is a storyline that really needs to keep going.
No,
you know what I mean?
I mean, because you've got the greatest luchador of all time, in El Grande Americano.
Gracias.
Gracias. Versus my wife's favorite wrestler, Rey Mysterio. She loves Rey Mysterio. Just everything that he can do, the athleticism, the 6'1", like she loves watching Rey Mysterio matches. So this is one that you're going to see when you're over here, that she is going to be glued to the TV watching Rey Mysterio.
I'm actually, I mean, the next one that I see on the card, I'm really looking forward to is the LA Knight Jacob Fatu.
Yeah. With everybody saying LA Knight. Yeah.
And it's I like the promos that the LA Knight's been doing against Fatu, and some of the stuff that he's been doing has been trying to get Fatu to break character. But Fatu is so good at his character that he hasn't really broken character. Yeah. And even when there was like digs taken when he was doing that, I love you solo. He I don't know how you can say I love you so. I don't know how you can get that through. It's just so ridiculous.
Like, if you're solo, how do you not be like, bro,
what? Bro, you're so into this. And LA Knight, he's like, I'm gonna kick you so hard in your head, you won't be able to stop. Like, when he did that, I'm like, I don't know how Fatu didn't laugh. I don't know how he didn't.
LA Knight is so good on the mic. I think as far as comedy, The Rock is better. And then
The Rock's gotten bad though.
No, I'm talking about like classic Rock.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like like undisputed. I think The Rock is the best ever on the microphone, undisputed ever. But in that mic, like you got The Rock. I think you got you definitely gonna have LA Knight because he's so good. But I think he kind of takes some from The Rock, some from Stone Cold. Like he's taking from the best, which is great. Like that's what you should do. You should borrow and then make it your own. But here's a hot take. Enzo Amore. I think Enzo Amore is hugely underrated on the microphone.
We don't talk about him, sir. We don't talk about him.
I will. The real one, I will. I think that dude needs to come back.
Well, what I like is I think you got to put Cena at least in the top 5. And Mike, he in-ring skills, he never really had any. Like he's very entertaining. He knows how to put on a show, but he's never really been the most technical wrestler. Like we all know this, but it's like he works hard. He's a great dude outside of the ring. Like it is what it is. But like his ability on the mic is amazing. The way he like made Roman Reigns, fuck up his promos. The way that he's buried so many people with the mic, and it's just trying to give them an opportunity to build up. And even Brock Lesnar, he's like, I remember that, bro. It's one of my favorite Cena promos. Like Brock. I know you didn't get a concussion. To get a concussion, you have to have a brain. Chill. How did you say that? And then immediately chill. I don't know how both of them didn't break. It's so stupid, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
Like he did a 2.5-minute promo just talking about shit. Like about a guy smelling like poop. Like it's so sure and so dumb, but it's like somehow he made it work. Like you gotta put Cena in that conversation.
Oh no, Cena's
on the mic.
100% Cena's up there. But they also gave Cena a lot of leeway and to do whatever he wants. But when you prove it, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
But sorry, I didn't mean to get off on a tangent on
no, we were good.
Favorite talkers on the mic, but LA Knight's
well, that was just an impromptu. So again, let us know. Top on the mic.
I don't think that they're gonna drop the strap to Fatu, but
I think it's a little too soon for LA Knight, but at the same time, I wouldn't hate either way.
Yeah,
I really wouldn't, because I think that would make it a lot more interesting dynamic between him and Solo and Tama. I think.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be mad either way.
Because then you got Fatu like, I'm a champion, you're nothing.
I do feel like in WrestleMania, like Solo and Tama are gonna help Fatu, and he's gonna get screwed in the match because of it.
Yeah.
So.
And then we'll see like Solo Fatu at Backlash or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. That's been building, bro. Like Solo Fatu's been building. Rey Mysterio, Dominic and Finn has been building. Like they've got some stuff going. I think that Backlash is gonna be pretty good.
Yeah. The one probably the next two are the ones I care about the least. I like the War Raiders. I do. I don't like the New Day, the way that it's just not a believable. Like
they're horrible heels.
Yeah, it's just
horrible heels.
Like War Raiders should be the heel. Like they got this all backwards, and I don't care. Like the Raw tag team champs, they just
need
that whole tag team thing in Raw is just
up, bro.
Yeah, that should have happened. Like I feel like what's his name? Xavier should have gone with Karrion Kross. Like that, because they were building that, and then they were just like, we're gonna swerve to this.
Because if you look at Xavier with the anger that he's trying to portray right now is like, everybody turned on me, this and that. Like you need to feed that, put him with Kross, who can keep whispering that evil stuff in his ear, manipulating him to think that Kross is doing the best. And Kofi, man, I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of Kofi lovers out there, but I think Kofi's done as far as like that. You need to reinvent him. I'm sorry. You just got to reinvent him somewhere.
Well, that's what they're trying to do, and it's not believable.
Yeah.
There are some guys who like men.
Hey, we do. We
watch football.
We like all the men sports.
What does it look like your picture mascot is wearing a Speedo?
Oh,
Anyway.
So on to like winning organizations, WWE.
Yeah,
all right, so
teams that have been there, done that. We don't have anything to prove.
next match. What we got?
Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. Again, I mean, I think this is Tiffany's big moment. I hope that this is a time where Charlotte Flair does kind of, takes the figuratively takes the knee, and finally puts someone over, because it's always been about Flair. Her time's done. I'm sorry. She's not over. No one cares. It's just everyone's over. If she wins,
Flair's had some good wins in the promos. Stratton's had some good wins in the promos, and we all remember how personal the last face-to-face got, which I think was awesome, just because it was so personal when you actually affect your opponent so much talking crap that you have to get personal, or they have to get personal to get back at you. So I think this is good only because it got so personal.
Okay. I know you can bet on this. I don't think you should be able to bet on something that's scripted, but I'm willing to take a bet here. They come out, they're jawing at each other. The first blow to land is going to be a slap to the face. I'd put
that's
money
a bet.
On it.
That's
I don't know. I'm saying.
Oh, I thought that was maybe a line you were looking at.
I'm sure it is. I'm saying that the first hit is going to be a slap to the face.
I could see that. 100%. And it be from Charlotte to Tiffany.
Yeah. She's going to slap her in the face. Yeah, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
If there was a betting line for that, I would take it.
I'm hoping that this is an opportunity for Flair to get back and reestablish herself. Because I've gone on record, I'm a Charlotte Flair fan. I think she does really great work, but I'd like to see her put on the weight she had previously to where she looks believable as an athlete. She's super cut, super fit, great for her. Girl, do your thing. But Tiffany Stratton looks far more superior in the physique and the muscles and everything like that. And she's the future. I'm sorry. Tiffany Stratton is the new Charlotte Flair. She's the future.
Yeah.
But I think
she's for Charlotte very Flair. Young.
And very young. Yeah. Was she 25? Is that what she said at the promo? She's 25. So, so you can, okay, I'm not going to say that. So you can keep booking her for the next decade, right? Yeah. Same thing you did with Charlotte Flair. I'm maybe not 14-time women's champion, but maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll see. She's got a little mix of Trish Stratus. She's got a little mix of Charlotte Flair. Tiffany Stratton's got a lot going on, man. She's a really good talent and really, really young. And the best part about it is she is WWE made.
At some point, I do think they need to drop the Tiffy time, though. Just let that go. I don't know. I was never like, it's Tiffy time. And I'm like, I'm never going to write a sign that says it's Tiffy time. I'm never doing that. I'm sorry. I'm never going to do that.
It's got to be catchy. And you know what? It's catchy. It don't have to be good. It's just got to be catchy.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
And then for the first time that the World Heavyweight Championship will not be the main event of night 1 or 2. Probably because of what we said earlier in the show, Jey Uso and Gunther. I feel like either way, it's kind of a mistake. This is a lose-lose that I think WWE's put themselves in. If Gunther drops it, it's going to be he shouldn't have to Jey Uso. And if Jey Uso doesn't win, then it's, you did all this build for nothing.
If it's not the main event of either night of WrestleMania, but it's the World Heavyweight Championship, what does that tell you about the people involved?
Yeah.
I hate to be the guy to say it, but
there's no interest in it.
Right. It's because it's Jey Uso.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I really, really hate to be the guy to say this, but
do you want the fireworks to go off to end night 1 with Jey Uso standing up with the strap? Is that how you want to end night 1 of WrestleMania?
No.
There'll be Jey Uso fans, but it's just not. Unless if he puts on the best match of his career, and he hasn't looked great as a singles competitor.
Yeah,
he just hasn't. And
they need to be in the lab right now, working everything out. How can we make Jey Uso look so strong in this match?
Yeah,
that everyone believes that he is.
If he just comes out and keeps super kicking, I'm not going to believe it. If you just keep super kicking Gunther, I'm going to just it's the same shit as last WrestleMania. If they do that, this is probably going to be the biggest disappointment match of WrestleMania. Like they've got to do something with Jey Uso. Some new moveset, pull out something. It's very stale. I feel like unless they pull a rabbit out of the hat kind of thing, they're setting themselves up for failure with this one. But he couldn't backtrack either. You had him win the Rumble.
Yeah.
Like you had to do it. And I feel like if it was Cody Rhodes, we'd be in the same position.
Hey, bro, give me 1 second.
Yeah. But then we got on the next one, the favor match, triple threat, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk. And I don't know why. I just feel like I don't really care about this one either. I'm sure Justin will chime in here. Sounds like he had someone come to his house, but I don't really care. I'm intrigued by what could be, I guess. If it's not, I mean, Seth Rollins winning is this Paul Heyman going to walk out with Seth Rollins? Is he going to join him? Will we see someone come back, another Heyman guy? Will Roman Reigns? I don't really know what they're fighting here for. It's a very weird, unclear night one match. And I think that there's going to be something else going on here that they haven't really shown. Because if it's just a triple threat match with Heyman in Punk's corner, it's just, I don't know. It's a very strange match. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I don't want to get on to the next episode until Justin comes, or to night 2 until Justin comes back, but I don't know. It's another match that I'm just not really digging, just because who really cares? It finally brought the War Games, when CM Punk had his favor that they've been talking about, that really just, he's going to be in my corner for this match so I can headline WrestleMania. But in reality, he didn't win anything. Like CM Punk didn't really deserve at this point to headline WrestleMania. He didn't do anything in the build up to this. And Roman Reigns is Roman Reigns. You can't really leave him out of WrestleMania. Same thing with Seth Rollins. I feel like you could have just left CM Punk out of this. And if you're in going back to Jey Uso winning the Rumble, it's kind of a mistake. I'm not saying that CM Punk. I think CM Punk's better in the ring than Jey Uso, at least at this point. But maybe CM Punk should have won the Rumble. Maybe he should have gone against Gunther. I do feel, like I said, like they kind of dropped the ball with Jey Uso being the Royal Rumble winner. I don't see a reason for the triple threat. I don't know. I unless if they're doing something else where like a Brock Lesnar.
That's the only thing that I could think of, is that they're gonna try and keep the Paul Heyman thing going.
Says the Titans fan. That's rich.
But as far as a triple threat, I can kind of see it because everybody has ties. So Punk and Seth have ties together, and then Roman and Seth obviously have ties together, and then now Punk and Roman have ties together because of Paul Heyman. So it just makes this love triangle here that we all kind of want to see what's going to happen. Plus, it keeps your big stars in WrestleMania in a main event. So I get it. I get why they're doing it, because you're giving the fans what they want. You're giving the fans CM Punk in a main event, which we didn't know we wanted, but now we want it, And you got Seth and Roman, which we always want to see Seth and Roman, because we don't have Dean Ambrose anymore, so we got Seth and Roman for Shield. But which tells them, hey, Seth and Roman, the Shield stuff, people still want the Shield stuff, so we can always go back to that if we ever want. But yeah, no, I get the triple threat match. Do I think?
I still don't.
You don't?
Like if it's
good though.
No, I'm saying I'm sure it'll be a good match. I'm saying, but if it's just the three of them, there's really no point to this match. There's nothing on the balance. There's nothing I do feel like.
Yeah, what are they fighting for? Yeah.
CM Punk should have probably won the Rumble. That way, Paul Heyman could have been there for his match against Gunther.
Yeah.
And you could have had Rollins and Roman Reigns.
Yeah. And still, he could have still got the main event at WrestleMania like he has now.
Mm-hmm. You know? And he would have headlined WrestleMania to go against, for the World Heavyweight title. If that's the direction that you were going, I don't know. I feel like that this was them trying to compensate for the mistake at the Royal Rumble, and it's not hitting with me.
Unless I think they do something big. More fans were gonna okay, so Jey Uso is very, very over, like undoubtedly very, very over.
Yeah.
But I thought they expected more fans to want to see Jey Uso win the World Heavyweight title, and they don't. They love Jey Uso. We all love Jey Uso and how fun he can be and inspirational, but deep down, we don't really see him being World Heavyweight Champion. You know what I mean? Especially when there's so many other good options out there. But yeah, I mean, so night one, I still think night one should be good. I mean, we're gonna have some good matches. I don't know, who do you think is gonna win that triple threat?
I feel like it's gonna be CM Punk.
I do too.
I feel like
only because I think Seth and Roman are gonna be so involved with their own drama, and then Punk is just gonna keep doing the Punk thing, just come in, boom, 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 have a little put a little venom in the wound right there, and then back out and let them go back and fighting at each other again. Like he's gonna instigate both of them attacking each other.
But I think I don't know. We've seen it in the Elimination Chamber where like Seth Rollins just has this hatred of CM Punk that he let it get in the way at the Elimination Chamber. Yeah. Like there was a lot of those feuds going on where they just took their eye off the ball and whatever.
Yeah.
So tired of Roman. I don't know, man. He's kind of over now. I don't know. He's putting on his best work on the mic now.
Dude, yeah. Hey, but that's the Paul Heyman effect, man. I'm telling you, like when they have they did the exact same thing with Brock Lesnar. When they have someone that is just primed to be the champ, you put Paul Heyman with them, especially if they can't talk. Now, obviously, like you don't put a Paul Heyman with the LA Knight because the guy's fire on the mic.
Yeah.
But with Punk, you just have Paul Heyman there because of the established relationship that we all know about. Yeah. That's different, right?
Yeah.
You put him with Roman.
Punk doesn't need a Paul Heyman for the mic.
No. No, you and they definitely put Paul Heyman with Roman because
he was not good.
He was not good. And now Roman's actually doing his best work on the mic, and everybody's loving it.
Yeah.
I mean, that contract signing was some of my favorite stuff.
Check.
That was some of my favorite stuff. But
he's just mocking both of them and laughing at it. It was a good promo.
I'm with you. I think Punk's going to go over in the triple threat. I think Jey Uso is going to win the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's any way you don't pay this off.
Yeah.
I think Stratton is going to go over on Flair.
Should.
As hey, it's my time now kind of thing. My time.
I do hope that's the build for this, and because it was something that Cena did for a long time. No one ever gave Cena they say, oh, he buried everybody, he buried talent, he buried this, buried. Mm-hmm. Like he put over for the last 5 years. Every time he's come back, he's only put people over. He's talked about it extensively about his losses over the last several years. Yeah. It's he put over Solo, and it's like he could have won. Solo buried himself. It's just. They say that about him, and Charlotte Flair has been burying people for a while, and I feel like it's time for her to let someone get over.
Yeah, and I think they will. I think that's Charlotte Flair's gonna do the favor for Stratton and keep her strong. Because Stratton needs to go over someone like a Charlotte Flair, like someone who's been dominant, 14-time women's world champion, all that stuff like that. LA Knight, Fatu, I'm with you. I think Knight's going to get screwed. Fatu's going to go over, and that'll create Fatu Solo. As far as World Tag Team Championship with War Raiders versus New Day, I think it's going to be War Raiders just because New Day just is their weak as heels. And I don't really understand why New Day has this match, but whatever. I'm going Jade Cargill over Naomi easily. I think that's an easy decision for WWE. Because especially if you're trying to push Jade Cargill, and two, the sour, bitter Naomi. Like you want her to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Rey Mysterio is going to go over El Grande Americano only unless the American Made get involved.
I would
and the
love it.
You're dead right. I 100% with you.
Could you imagine if they leave? If it's just Rey Mysterio and El Grande Americano, if it's just them two, and then like as he's trying to rip the mask off of El Grande, all of all that faction comes out, and Chad Gable comes out too, with El Grande in the ring. That would be the ultimate like WWE swerve. That would be awesome. That everyone knows that it's him, and then for them to pull a pivot like that, that'd be some good stuff. This has potential to be one of the more entertaining matches of the night if they do it right.
Because you got LWO can come out there for Ray, and then you got American Made can come out there for El Grande Americano. Yeah. So you've got the options to make like all the ring stuff involved, all the outside the ring, the outside the ring involvement, and all the distractions. And then, like you said, like could you have maybe an El Grande Americano switch underneath the ring kind of situation? Like I don't know, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
There's some chance for night number 1 to be exciting, but
yeah,
I don't know. Night number 2 is looking pretty good.
Yeah, night 2 is probably going to be the better night. Yeah, according to this, AJ Styles and Logan Paul are going to kick off night 2, and this is another match where I've liked the things that Logan Paul's done in the ring. I think he's a blowhard douchebag like everybody else. Like I hate that YouTube star shit. And speaking of YouTube star, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. But no, I can't.
Yeah.
Like inside the ring, there's no denying
for the social media plugs.
Yeah. Like I would never plug, do any ad plugs. I'm not a sellout, but if you want a cold, refreshing drink, Pepsi Zero is.
That's the match, But what's sad is, I think this is one like, okay, if people are running late to WrestleMania, they're not going to miss much. Right, you're gonna miss a 45-year-old guy or however old AJ Styles is.
Yeah,
who actually like is pretty jacked, bro.
Yeah,
like the dude's looking pretty jacked.
Yeah,
against the young, super athletic influencer. What do he calls himself? Megastar?
Megastar.
Or is that LA Knight?
Super ultra megastar.
Yeah.
I have a strong feeling here that AJ Styles is going to be putting over Logan Paul. Hell yeah. Now that's some premium content right there. Isaiah's OnlyFans.
Oh yay.
The next is the Sin City. I've forgotten about this one, to be honest with you. The Sin City Street Fight with Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. There's nothing really there except they just don't like each other. I'm okay with it. Just two big dudes beating the shit out of each other. I'm okay with it.
I approve this message.
And I like both of them. I think Drew McIntyre the last year or so has put on some of the best overall content that he's put out. Like he's been really good on the mic. Damian Priest, not as great on the mic, but still entertaining. Still, just a big guy that wants to beat people up. It could be a fun match. Not one that has any like implications of anything in the future, but just a fun match. I don't know. You have matches like this and don't have Randy Orton on the card yet, so they got to get him on there.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they squeeze Randy, in here. I mean, could they? Obviously, you can't do Cody Rhodes, John Cena, and I don't know. Do you just make Randy Orton the host of WrestleMania?
It's a waste.
I mean, it is kind of a waste, especially when you have someone like Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Like obviously that's the one you want to be the host, if anything. I mean, him and Michael Cole are hosting the Hall of Fame ceremony, which I don't know what. Okay, I guess so. It's an award ceremony, so yeah, I guess you do need a host, but okay.
Oh yeah, we forgot to plug that hole. Okay. World's greatest tag team.
Right here, baby.
Let's do it. I don't know, man. What's yours? Let's start there. What's yours?
What's my what?
World's greatest tag team.
Oh, world's greatest tag team?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Who's your top tag team?
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody. Oh, the New Age Outlaws, baby. Like,
New Age
so
Outlaws.
entertaining. DX ties, like, huge DX fan. Like, I'm a DX guy, bro. New Age Outlaws are my favorite tag team of all time.
See, this is why me and Blake Bellamy get along so well.
Oh yeah, Matt and Jeff.
Yeah, the Hardy Boys, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, if there was a Mount
That's
Rushmore
where I'm going.
tag teams, like that's a whole show that we just need to do. Like, what are Mount Rushmore favorite tag teams and what we think their best matches are?
Like my top two are going to be my top two.
Yeah, Matt and Jeff are going to be
the Hardys,
because you're going to have your
and the Brothers of Destruction, and then DX is in there.
Right now, that's my top three. All time, that's a bigger, longer show, which I would be happy to do with you. But
I'll do a quick three.
But as far as recent memory, let's say 98, Attitude Era and on. Let's just go that way, Attitude Era and on. But anyway, that's a whole other show. But Blake, dude, come back, and we love to talk tag teams. That's gonna be, it's tag team talk, baby.
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah,
that's what we do. Tag team.
We do. Tag team talk, baby. I wonder when we're gonna get a feud with each other. Which one of us is gonna turn?
Who's going over on that?
All right. Back to the WrestleMania card. We got that Fatal 4-Way, Braun Breaker, Mysterio, Penta, Finn. Kind of give I kind of said where I think that this is going to go, and I kind of hope is where it goes. I don't think Breaker needs to hold the strap for a long time. I don't think it's really necessary with him, especially if Jey Uso wins. Because I think that gives Braun Breaker...
No, not Jey.
No. If Braun Breaker wins,
you're talking about if he wins his match.
And Braun Breaker doesn't retain, that gives Braun Breaker the opportunity to go for the World Heavyweight, which I'm fine with. Yeah. You have a plan for him. I'm okay with him losing. I'm okay with developing that whole Judgment Day feud that's been brewing.
Right.
I think I want to see the Demon Finn Balor. I want to see it again. I think you have Finn Balor pin Mysterio and just fuck that faction up.
Yeah,
it's been happening.
So we know for a fact. Well, I say we know for a fact, but we know with full confidence if Jey Uso wins night one and then Braun Breaker loses the strap, because they're probably gonna put it on Penta. Either Penta or Finn is gonna pin Dominic or something.
I think it's too soon for Penta.
Yeah, they need to keep building 100%. But in Braun Breaker loses or drops the title, then I'm with you. I think that they go Braun Breaker, Jey Uso, maybe SummerSlam. Maybe build that to SummerSlam. Let Jey have his whole, because biggest party of the summer, right? Jey Uso's whole thing is it's a party, right? So there you go. You ride that out till SummerSlam. That's just me though. I don't know. Y'all tell us what you think in the comments. Yeah. But I'm with you, bro. I think
Finn Balor pinning Dom. Yeah, hell, I'd even be okay if it was Dom pinning Finn.
It still creates that feud.
I'm okay with it.
Yep, I'm okay with it too. Because there's no way Dominic loses to Finn Balor in a real wrestling match.
I'm okay too.
Legit.
Like if at the end of the match, like Dom and Finn, like one of them tries to pin the other, and then they fight and argue, and then all of a sudden they get hit with like a double spear and Braun Breaker retains. I'm okay with that too. But because then you still create that feud, Braun Breaker retains. I feel like that's something that could happen. But Finn, that they put those two in this match together to escalate that divorce.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what happens there. That could be one of the better matches of the night.
I mean, Dominic is definitely trying to do the whole Eddie Guerrero lie, cheat, and steal thing. So maybe he fully 100% intends on stabbing Finn in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could see that happening. So, I don't want to say 100%, but I could see that happening with full confidence.
I wouldn't hate it if he wins either. I really wouldn't. Like Dominic Mysterio has been over as a heel for the longest. He's done a very good job with the role.
Yeah.
He's a hard worker. Like he's been at every house show. He's put in
it when they brought him into the main roster. I was like, man, this kid sucks. And then you're right.
He's not bad. He's entertaining.
He's put some work in. I got to give him props on that.
I wouldn't hate it. Jeez, us. We move on to the women's tag team championship. I don't really care about this one. I don't know.
This one is definitely where I'm probably gonna be like checking on the food and
it's nacho time, baby.
yeah, we're gonna be building some nachos for sure.
I don't care who wins.
I'm with you, bro. I don't care either.
Like I feel like I don't know what they're trying to do with this. Like Valkyrie already has gold.
Yeah,
are they trying to put gold on Bailey? I feel like they're gonna win.
A good thing. I like her character. I like the work she's doing. Like, why does she have to be in a tag team right now?
I don't know. And I feel like Liv Morgan and Raquel are probably gonna lose. And I say that because that'll just help boil the tension over in Judgment Day. Like they have no gold now,
and just create nothing but.
Especially if Finn Balor wins and they lose, it just helps build that over watered pot, boiling over.
Yeah, I'd like to see Liv and Raquel lose, and then Raquel get mad and like maybe hit Liv on accident or something like that, and Liv get all pissy, and then her and Dominic break off of Judgment Day, and then Finn, of course, we'll see what happens with Finn and Dom in that four-way. But
it's interesting you say that. They haven't had hardly any like mixed tag team matches. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought they were going to start kind of bringing those kind of matches back when it was Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, and they just went their own like separate way. You know what I'm saying? Like
there would have been a tag team that you could have put together that would have been realistically been able to compete with.
No, but I'm saying like it seemed like that's kind of what they were building to, and then they just kind of like
because that was the thing there for a while. They were doing Facebook Live matches, and that was like their thing was the mixed tag team stuff.
Yeah, it seems like they kind of went away from that.
I'm interested to see how they're going to do this. But yeah, I'm with you. Like I could care less about this match. I'm probably not going to watch this match. I'm gonna be checking on the food, bro. Like
honestly, this women's tag team championship is just as stale as the Raw tag team titles. It's just the competition is.
Yeah,
it's not entertaining.
Yeah, I'd like to see somebody like a veteran, like a dominant veteran with like a new upstart. Like maybe I don't know, maybe Flair. Like if you want to get her back in the mix after dropping to Stratton, which I believe is going to happen, then get her with somebody upcoming and then make them relevant and where they can go out on their own or whatever. But nah, I'm not going to waste too much time on this one because I don't care. I'm with you, bro. I don't care.
Yeah, and then they've got the triple threat with Io Sky, Rhea, and Bianca Belair. I hope Rhea wins.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Rhea.
I feel like that's kind of the obvious choice here. So I don't know what they're going to do with this. Like it's been kind of hard to read the WWE room with what they're going to do with this match. Usually you can kind of tell how they're building a story to who's going to win. Like you knew that as soon as Cody Rhodes won that Rumble, he was not losing at WrestleMania.
No.
And it didn't matter how they swerved, how they tried to pivot and make it seem like all odds were against him. You knew he was going to win. Just because you couldn't have him go back-to-back, lose at WrestleMania after winning. Like that just wasn't going to happen. So I don't know what they're doing here because none of them like each other. And I think Bianca Belair is good in the ring, but I'm tired of she's like the female, and the final boss Curtis Brown says this. She's like the female John Cena, and I'm kind of tired of the way that she doesn't sell any moves. Like she gets hit, she'll springboard right back up. Like she's like a cross between Cena and Undertaker. Like there's just no. So
Rhea is supposed to be dominant and a powerhouse, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if people have realized, but there's certain characters that it's a big deal when they get knocked down to their butt. Like you'll see them like drop to a knee, stuff like that. Like it's a big deal. Like Jacob Fatu, you don't hardly ever when he gets thrown out of the ring, he's always lands on his feet. When you see Braun Strowman knocked out on the other ring, he's always lands on his feet because that's kind of how that goes with the big characters. Rhea's like that too. Like she's that powerhouse. She's that modern day China. So I think that's why you see that. is like she doesn't really sell it because it's one of those like I'm so strong and powerful, it doesn't affect me like it affects everybody else. And like I think that's why they're doing it.
Still don't like it.
I'm a Mama fan. I'm with you. I think Rhea Ripley should win.
I'm not a big Bianca Belair fan. Like it's just I think just like Naomi, the shtick was kind of it's stale.
Yeah,
but she's such a baby face that they're not gonna pivot from that. I really thought that it was gonna pivot Bianca Belair against Cargill.
Yeah,
and she was gonna have something to do with it with Naomi.
Yeah,
like that would have been. I think that would have been a cool heel turn.
Women are baby faces right now.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have like, oh, this is the bad guy or the bad girl's gonna win. You don't have that.
Who are we doing this against? Who is this against?
Right. But Rhea is just crazy over, bro. I don't see how they keep the strap on Io. I think she's like that perfect champion. You
know what, Justin? Maybe they have given away the storyline because they keep ignoring Io and fighting each other, and that might be the problem at WrestleMania too. That they just ignore Io
the whole time.
Yeah.
Wow, bro, you're a genius. You done decoded the booking. Look at you.
So it would not shock me. It would not shock me if they book Io Sky to win. I hope it's Ripley, but it would not surprise me if Io Sky wins. It wouldn't at all.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because those are some big egos with Rhea Ripley and Bianca.
Yeah, that's true. But Bianca, I can see where they wouldn't want her to win because she still has that run with Jade Cargill. And they could believably go after the tag team title.
That would make the tag team title a little bit better.
Yeah, they could reassert dominance in the women's tag team division until another credible tag team can form.
Naomi and Charlotte Flair.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, you got two established veterans. I mean, Naomi's good, man. Like super athletic.
Very different.
Charlotte, very different. Like the ring general kind of wrestler. She's like a female Gunther at that point.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. But I'm with you, bro. I'd like to see the women's tag team division reestablished and get get more on top.
It's pretty weak. Like there's a clear separation between the top women wrestler talent and like the next tier. Like you could say the next tier, but it's a drop.
Yeah, like we say in fantasy football, like with rankings, like there's a bad drop off.
Yeah. It's not like if we're going to talk about fantasy football, it's not like kickers. Like kickers, I think the highest to the lowest scoring kicker, there's like 25 points that separate them. Like there's really not a difference between one and the other. It's just hoping that you hit that week where they're going to get you 20 points.
Yeah.
And you're almost always shopping for a kicker. But with this, it's like it's like the top wide receiver to the bottom wide receiver. Like there's Justin Jefferson and then like this guy third stringer on, Jacksonville. It's just there's a huge separation between the top of the women's talent and then that next tier.
Jacksonville, shots fired. Oh, third and field, shots fired. I love it.
I mean, we could say the same thing. Like there's Josh Allen and then Anthony Richardson. Like I can take shots at the Colts too. Like there's a big drop off there, and that's kind of what's going on right now in the women's division. It's just I think that they need quickly to push up some of these chicks from NXT and TNA. They like that. What I can't remember her name. That white chick powerhouse. She was in the Rumble. I can't remember her name.
Oh, you talking about oh gosh.
Everybody knows who I'm talking about.
The bodybuilder. Yeah. There's another one that I'm kind of hoping that.
Who's that black chick? What's her name? Jada Parker.
Bring
her up too. Like she's super over in NXT right now too. Like
bring them up and bring Tessa Blanchard. One, she's royalty. She's wrestling royalty. And she's TNA, so that way we have that forbidden door has been broken down now. So. But yeah, no, I'm with you. Like there's other things we can do. We just got to make it happen. But with Triple H, actually being at the helm, dude, there's so much that he can do that Vince was never able to do because people were like, no, I'm not working with Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
But people like Triple H.
Yeah.
So like they will do things they never would have done before. CM Punk. We got CM Punk back after everybody knew this is never going to happen ever again as long as Vince McMahon is in charge. And here we are.
Oh, that was again. I'm not a big CM Punk fan, but when he hit with Rollins with that, he's like, I didn't hate WWE. I hated the person who ran WWE, and he loved you.
Yep.
That was probably the moment where Seth Rollins was like, I'm taking all this shit personally now. I hate this guy.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
That's why Punk's another one on the mic. Like he's that damn good.
Yeah, he knows. He's a good level troll, petty. Like he's. Oh yeah. CM Punk is he's. I'll never take it away that again. If we're talking about Mount Rushmore of mics, I don't know if you can't put CM Punk in there.
He's got.
I just don't think he's that great in the ring. That's my knock on him. But he's definitely delivered some memorable moments with his promos.
Oh yeah.
And then
moving on from that one, let's
move on. According to this, it's the last one, which again, Orton better get a match, so it shouldn't be. But John Cena winning over Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. I'm not even. That's how I'm going with it. I don't think you can do all this with John Cena and then lose. He's lost so many times. And then you have him turn heel finally to lose to Cody Rhodes.
Cena, so The Rock is going to screw Cody Rhodes somehow. John Cena's going to win. Like I'm interested to see how that's going to play out because you don't sell your soul to The Rock and then
you don't do all this
final boss and then like no payoff. Like that's not how these guys operate. They are the business. Both of these guys define their era. They are their business. They're gonna pay it off. They know you pay that off.
And so, I am hoping that they're building this.
Sell out to The Rock and go help John Cena because he already talked about how much he loved and adored Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, but he's hearing those voices. He sells out to The Rock so he can get a match with John Cena.
Yeah, for the title.
That needs to happen.
Yeah,
and I'm not even saying that it has to be.
But he don't need the belt no more. Like Cody's already proven that he doesn't need the strap. He's beyond the strap now. He's so over. He's over the moon with the fans. Like there's no going anywhere. If Cody loses, it doesn't hurt him at all. Randy coming out helping John Cena is what we want to see. We just don't know it yet.
It's Randy Orton. Like
it was always Randy Orton.
We're used to this with Randy Orton. We are used to this.
Yeah.
Like we expect it. We expect the punt. We expect this to happen. Like we are not new to Randy Orton.
Would be awesome after he came out and just told Cody how much he loved him, how proud he was, all this stuff like that, and then you get to swerve at WrestleMania. That would be the best Randy Orton swerve ever.
Yeah. I'm going to say this to the youngsters out there, the little ones. This shit is not for you. This John Cena heel turn, it's for us.
Yes.
It's for us.
Yes.
The next 8 months or so are for us.
Yeah.
This is like we want a Randy Orton rivalry return with John Cena. And I would prefer it if John Cena would go back to his normal role after this heel turn, somehow kicking The Rock. I don't care. I want to see Evil Orton and Superman Cena because that's the shit that we saw in the old days. Like that's this.
Yeah.
You all don't know shit about that. Like you don't know that.
It would be kind of weird to get. It would be kind of weird to get like babyface Orton versus heel Cena. It just feels weird.
It's weird,
right? It just feels weird.
Like, is Cena gonna punt Orton in the head? Like, how does this work?
What is going on here?
We've already heard Orton wants to punt someone in the head. Like that's
Somebody
not a face
at WrestleMania.
That's not a face thing to do.
I think Cody's getting punted in the head at WrestleMania.
That'll be fun.
I think that's happening.
Yeah. I could see it.
Well, we didn't hit the Sin City Street fight, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
No, we did.
We did?
Yeah, because it was according to this, it's the match after the AJ Styles Logan Paul.
Okay.
But I was like, I talked about it. It's like just two big dudes fighting each other in a street fight.
Yeah.
Just a fun match. There's nothing on the line. There's no
Sin City Street fight, like using the whole Sin City aspect of WrestleMania's in Vegas this year. I think that was
throw dice at each other or something. I don't know.
Yeah, is there going to be a casino table in the back? Like, are y'all gambling? You know, is the APA back there playing poker, playing cards like they always used to back in the day? Like, what's going on here?
That'd be nice.
That would be cool. Can you imagine like the APA back there playing cards and then like it's Vegas, baby? You know, like that'd be cool. Damn.
Just the table gets knocked over as they're still fighting, and he's holding like 4 aces.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
That would be awesome, man.
Yeah.
He's so good at that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think WrestleMania is going to be super exciting. I'm happy. Hey, you know what? And I'm so glad that you and your family are going to come over and join us for WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So excited.
I don't know if we're going to go live. I don't know what we're going to do. We're just going to kind of be winging it because kids are going to be involved and they can be obnoxious as all hell. So
maybe we'll throw some. Little live clips. Maybe some. Get some shorts out of it, some little videos and stuff like that. So
for sure. I know. I mean, I could probably tell you this. It don't matter. My oldest son is going with his grandma, so it'll just be 3 of us. But
okay, all right, yeah, no, man, still like that's still great. We're gonna plenty of food. But it's gonna be an exciting time. I'm looking forward to WrestleMania, and I hope everybody out there is looking forward to it too. We will definitely try to be Johnny on the spot on time with these reactions to these matches. So make sure you hit that notification bell on Tag Team Talk CPN on YouTube, so that way you can get all our reactions and our post WrestleMania review.
And I will say, since Friday Night SmackDown, I don't expect much from it. Of course, WrestleMania and then Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania is usually a big one, setting up for that next PLE, getting everything established. So we'll probably do this again Tuesday, and like you said, have some reaction videos, stuff like that put up. But yeah, make sure you hit that notification bell, like he was saying, like, share, subscribe, so you don't miss a beat. And go over to this AFC South show, Unstable, hit all the buttons, hit everything except the dislike button. We appreciate all the support.
On the C network.
Hey, and you know what? If the wife of the missus wants to do something for Easter, you better tell her it's WrestleMania 41, baby. We're doing that shit in the afternoon, and it's WrestleMania after. Y'all enjoy the show. I know we will. We'll see y'all Tuesday. Y'all be good people. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. We'll see y'all next time.